Welcome back to Tuesday, where we check out the vendors and see what's new this week.
My accommodations.
In the Scholarium, we have Bound Affix Script Brutality and Sorcery. Adds Brutality and Sorcery, buffs increasing weapon and spell damage. Bound Affix Script Lifesteal adds Lifesteal, a debuff granting healing to attackers. Bound Focus Script Flame Damage adds Flame Damage. And Bound Signature Script War Mage's Defense adds a damage shield. Okay, let's head into the sewers. Okay, we've made our way to Imperial Sewers. Let's see what the Tel Var merchant has. First up, we have Blackwood treasure maps at 6,000 Tel Var. I don't think this is worth it. They're still fairly cheap at Guild Traders. But if you're curious, Blackwood brings us Bog Raider, Deadlands Assassin, and Frostbite, as well as a chance for the Ancestral Akaviri motifs. The leads to get those. We have jewelry. We have a Battlefield Acrobat, necklace, and ring. Our scripts, Bound Affix Script Evasion adds Evasion, a buff reducing damage from area effects. Bound Affix Script Uncertainty adds Uncertainty, a debuff reducing weapon critical damage. Bound Focus Script Frost Damage adds Frost Damage. And Bound Signature Script Cavalier's Charge adds an increase to damage as ability persists effect. Our first lead is Sylarn Crafted Yoke. This is for the Saint and the Seducer mythic, and drops from the first boss in Maelstrom Arena. It does drop off normal. I don't think this is too terribly difficult to get. The first boss is relatively simple in Maelstrom, but it is here for 25,000 Tel Var if you need it. Next up, we have Moonstone Ring Bearing. This one is part of the Monomyth Reforged mythic. That's one of the newer Solstice ones. This lead drops in Reaper's March from the Jode's Light Delve boss. So again, I don't think this one's worth 25,000 Tel Var. Then we have Necklace and Ring of the Phoenix, as well as Snipe a Vibrant Yellow Skill Style. Now, you can get it here for 65,000 Tel Var, or you can go to the Undaunted Enclave and just buy it for 20 keys, which I think that would be my preference, but if you're a PvPer that spends a lot of time in the sewers, you may just want to get it this way. All right, next up, Infinite Archive. And finally, we are in Infinite Archive.
Immortal.
First up, we have Clockwork City treasure maps, again, super cheap at traders, but Clockwork City brings us Livewire, Mad Tinkerer, and Unfathomable Darkness, as well as a chance for one of 4 books. These are book furnishings, but you can only get them if the character that digs up the map has learned the eidetic memory for those books. We have a link below that explains it all. Our scripts, we have Bound Affix Script Interrupt, adds interruption effect. Bound Focus Script Knockback adds a knockback. Bound Signature Script Leeching Thirst adds a heal for percentage of damage done. Next, we have a shoulder style page. I usually don't recommend these. This is the Euphotic Gatekeeper shoulder. Euphotic Gatekeeper is Graven Deep. When the Graven Deep style page mask is dropping, this one will be available for keys. My recommendation is to spend 1 key at a time rather than 50 keys to get it, and not to spend 15,000 archival fortunes on it. But if you want it, it is here if that's all you have left in your collection, then absolutely go grab it. Next up, we have Companion Equipment Light Armor. Again, I typically don't recommend these. You're at the mercy of RNG and what trade it gives you. And when you buy it this way, it's bound, so you can't even sell the ones that you don't want. Next, we have Dwarven Theodolite Shoulder. This, of course, is part of the Dwarven Theodolite pet. There are 7 pieces that drop in Nuchalefting, public dungeon in Vardenfell. However, as you can see on PCNA, these pieces only run a few hundred gold a piece. So if you need it and you don't want to farm it, I would just go buy it from Guild Traders. Next up, Erroneous Archive Map. Consume 20 Erroneous Archive Maps to unlock the Walk Through the Mirror Maze achievement and the Shattered Mirror Maze body marks. At 3,000 archival fortunes apiece, times 20 of them, it's an expensive way to get the mirror marks. Here are the mirror marks. But I do think this is a little too expensive for something that's guaranteed to drop if you just keep doing your dailies in Infinite Archive. Next up, Formula Redguard Bottle Stained Glass. This is running 30 to 38K on PCNA and is available for 2,000 archival fortunes. This is a base game item. It looks pretty good. Okay, our first book this week is Finbor the Resurrected. This one drops in Infinite Archive, and the eidetic memory is also from Infinite Archive. Again, link below if you're not sure how that works. Our first lead is Scrib Chitin Padding. This is part of CryptCan Investments. This particular one drops from the Telvanni Peninsula World Boss Clamorclap Bowl. We have ESO Plus for free this week, so this is a great time to grab it. Instead of wasting time trying to farm it, if you have free ESO Plus that's going to expire soon, you can go ahead and grab it, get it dug up. Also, it's a little bit difficult to find those Telvanni Peninsula World Boss groups these days, right? All right, next is the lead for Silver Strand of Ciribane. This is for Pearls of Elnofi, and this one comes from safe boxes in the Reach. Same deal. If you have free ESO Plus, it might take you a little bit to find those pieces. You can just take a shortcut and grab it. All right, we have another skill style. This one is Momentum Vibrant Yellow skill style. Again, this one you can just go to the Undaunted Enclave and buy it up for 20 keys. I think that'd be my preference. 10,000 archival fortunes seems pretty steep compared to 20 keys. But if you spend more time in Infinite Archive than running pledges, you may feel differently. Next, we have Patterned Solitude Carpet Grand Wolf's Head Border on PCNA. This one runs anywhere from 44,000 to 200,000. My guess is it's probably actually a little bit on the lower side. But for 2,000 archival fortunes, this is not a bad purchase at all. And our third pattern this week is Praxis Druidic Hearth Stone. This one is over 100,000 gold on PCNA, and probably definitely worth 2,000 archival fortunes. All right, and finally, we have Thwarting the Daedra, Dagon's Cult. This is another book. This one drops out of Scrivener's Hall. These are from the chests at the end of the dungeon. If you get the keys from the Cardicleps, the eidetic memory drops in Shadowfen. I think the drop rate on these in Scrivener's Hall is pretty pathetic, so I would just buy it for the 1,000 archival fortunes if it's something that you want. All right, it's time for us to run some Infinite Archive, because every week not only does the merchant change, but so does the gear that drops. So let's check that out. All right, we just finished running a couple arcs of Infinite Archive, and it looks like this week we have gear dropping from Stormhaven. That includes Dreamer's Mantle, Night Terror, and Storm Knight's Plate, as well as from Hughesbane, which includes Baraha's Curse and Savara's Scales. All right, that's going to do it for this week. We'll see you in the next one.